welcome to our life in the Philippines. We have had some requests from some of our subscribers, and especially one here lately. Kenneth Merida asked us in public, so I hope you don't mind if I mention your name, what to share our startup cost when I moved here to the Philippines. And I'm going to share it in a short little, 5-minute video here. And when I decided to move here, I decided one thing, and that was I'm not bringing anything with me except my clothes. I also basically sold everything over there, my tools, everything. The only thing I actually brought with me is what you see behind me here, and that's about 5-6 years old. I had a very decent computer, and I needed for, I do a lot of online work, and I do sometimes do video editing for other people. I need a little powerhouse computer for that, so that's the only thing I really decided to bring with me. Now to the expenses to get started, and we can start with the rent. The rent for our apartment. And we live in Mabalacat, just outside of Angeles City, and we pay here $10,000 a month. A typical deposit, I guess that's what you guys want us to tell you. A typical move-in cost expense for an apartment is first, last, and security. So in this case, $30,000. I didn't pay 30, I paid first and last only, but the typical around here is 3 months. So that would have been 30,000, which is what, roughly $600 with today's exchange rate. The budget for our first furniture that included, I'll read here, it included a bed, sofa, love seat, a table, glass table that came with it, a nice queen-size bed with a really nice headboard, and a very decent mattress that came with it, a 42-inch smart TV, and we also bought a big cabinet to hang our clothes and other things in. That one thing here in the Philippines that I miss is the closet space that you generally get in a house in the United States. You don't get it here. However, this apartment has pretty decent closets, and I'll cut in some pictures on it. So the cabinet was all there. And the initial price for that was, if I remember right, this is now 5-6 years ago. So, and I told my wife to try to find the receipts, but obviously we didn't have them. So, but I believe it was like 56 or 57,000 pesos. And in today's exchange rate, that is actually about $1,100 for the furnishing in the house. That didn't include, we bought a second TV that we spent another $200 for that, so that makes it $1,300. We also went out and bought a typical Filipino washer dryer. It does have a side spinner, so you can spin your clothes and dry if you need to. I think we paid 7,000 pesos for that, which is roughly 125. What else did we? I have my wife sitting here. What else did we buy?
Propane.
Yeah. You got stuff like propane tank. The deposit on the propane tank is like, I think it's like 600 pesos for a tank, and the cost to fill it is about the same. So 1,200 pesos, you're talking roughly $20, $25 to get that done. We also bought, in addition to that, a propane stove for a cooking range, and we actually bought a second-hand refrigerator from her sister, and I think we paid like $9,000 for that, which is about $150. If you sum all that up, I think our initial starting budget was about $1,500. And if you turn that around, today, when we did it, the exchange rate was like 42, 43 pesos. Today it's 52 pesos. So you have a 20% exchange rate in favor of the pesos. So actually the 1,500 is 20% less today. Those are the things. When it comes to monthly cost, we have a previous video, and I will put that up here in this corner. I think I will put that up there that you can go and take a look at. But I can give you really quick our utility bills in a rough average. Electric. If we don't run the air conditioner, and we're trying not to do it unless we absolutely have to, it's about 2,000 to 2,500 pesos a month. If I turn that air conditioner on, that increases with about 4,000 and goes to about $125 to $150 a month for electric. When you run air condition, when you don't run air condition, you're talking about $50 a month in electric bill or less. Our internet bill, due to the fact that I use internet for work and I depend on high speed, I have today 100 megabit fiber here. That cost me about 3,000 pesos a month, and I think that's a pretty fair price. But if you just need regular internet, I think you can get by with about 1,000 to 1,500 pesos a month for 20 megabits. There's a lot of it now coming in. There's a lot of companies now bringing in fiber, so you can get fiber connection to 20 megabits for roughly about 1,500 pesos a month. So that's an easy. The other cost we have is water. Water is fairly cheap. Just us two, we spend about 400 pesos a month, which is about $8-9 a month. So we're talking about startup cost 1,500, survival cost. I can throw in just the money we're spending on food. On the average, we spend about $300 to $400 a month on food. Try to stay within 500-600 pesos a day, $10 a day to $12 a day. And we cook most of our food at home. There's so many great places out here. You can go outside out the door and you find a lot of Filipino food places. And I do eat a lot of Filipino food. So anyway, I hope that will give you a little idea. You shouldn't have to spend more than, let's say today, this is 5 years ago, let's say today $2,000 to get into a decent apartment. If you want to live in an upscale, Makati, inside Clark up here, and other places, then you need to figure to pay about $400, $500 a month in rent. I'm spending half of that here or less. So it all depends on your situation and how you want to live and what kind of standard you want. The apartment here is decent. We have one bed. It's not a full bath, but it's a shower, and 2 big bedrooms. And I can also spin the camera around here a little bit and show you. And I will show you the gate downstairs too, just to show you how it is safe. Once you lock at night, there's nobody coming in here unless they have huge metal cutters. I hope this will help you, and God bless, and thanks for watching. And please put the comment down there if you have further questions, and we try to answer them as soon as we can. God bless. Bye-bye.